Hi, my name is Andy and I'm a compulsive gambler. Last bet 14th of April 2007. Hi guys, yeah, decided to do a midweek vlog this week. I've got a bit of time on my hands, I'm on nights, so just thought I'd do a bit of a quick one today. It might not be a full half hour or so, but just depends on how many people are going to be viewing. I was a bit late to the day asking people to come and try and view it and things, so, but a bit of an update. Yeah, I'm feeling good, feeling fine. Recovery is going really well. I've had a busy couple of days at work, doing a lot of running, so I'm feeling really good and healthy. Uh, Feeling really, really relaxed, and obviously I've got work later, so which is a bit of a pain. But nights are nights. It's a necessary evil to with my work, so have to be done. I've had a bit of a snooze before, just done this as well, so I'm pretty relaxed and chilled. Um, like I say, not a lot going off really with me apart from work, and but I'm keeping myself focused, keeping myself busy. Like I say, I'm really feeling it. I've got right into the stride of my running again now, so I'm really feeling fit, healthy, and my mind's good. No thoughts of gambling, um, no dreams. Sometimes I've had dreams in the past, but it is what it is. I just take it on the chin, and I know I've got my barriers in place. Hi, Mark. Hope you're okay. Like I say, anyone in the comments or discussions, that'd be brilliant. Feel free. I'll try and answer away as many as I can. And don't be shy. There is no shame with gambling addiction. You're not alone. There is plenty of help out there. Lots of help. Hi, Michelle. Nice to see you again. Hope you're well and fine. Yeah, so I'm feeling there is plenty of help out there. Gamblers Anonymous did it for me mainly. For anyone new, I work for Gamblers Anonymous and go weekly to my meeting in Derby, local meeting in Derby. There is two meetings here, but anyone who is curious and think they might be struggling, I'd advise to take the 20 questions on the GA website, and it's a yes/no kind of format, and it'll give you a good idea if you think you're addict or not really, and you may require help. As I say, Gamblers Anonymous was what was for me. Else, other things in the UK is GamCare. There's also Gordon Moody, which is like a treatment thing, and there's also a National Problem Gambling Clinic in England. It's a shame it's just one, but I'd love to see NHS recognise it more as a bit more of a public health issue, and hopefully we can get more help there as well. End of the day, though, it does come down to the individual. Um, I had to learn myself a lot. I mean, I was blaming everybody else but myself when I first stopped, thinking, well, it's not my fault. They shouldn't have lent me the money to do what I did and things like that. But over time, it took me a while, but it took me a few months to go to my GA meetings. Hi, Romeo. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, and I was just in a bubble, in a different cloud to everybody else, and but I had to learn to take responsibility of my own actions. I had to stop blaming everybody else. I had to stop blaming family, friends, the bad beat on the poker site, a horse coming second the jockey. It's terrible if you know what I mean. Hi Mark, do you feel when big sporting events are on, such as World Cup, etc.? Yeah, I do, especially at the start of your recovery when you've like pretty much new off. Um, I'll be tweeting a hell of a lot more on it on social media and stuff, offering people for help and all that lot. Because at the end of the day, gambling's normalised now in the UK. You think probably 2, 3 World Cups ago, you never thought about like having a probably a few quid on each bet match, or how many yellow cards are in the match, or who's going to probably have first goal scorer and result, and who's going to win the whole thing basically. Now you can bet on a range of things, and yeah, the pressure's there and stuff, and it's hard. Everyone's different, got different recovery. If you find that you can't watch sport without having a bet, maybe to take that barrier away is to not watch it if you can help it. Um, it's hard for a lot of people because it's pure spectator sport, football as well. I missed my horse racing, and I ended up watching it as a spectator sport for a bit, but it's hard for me. It is, yeah, it is a massive pressure for like big sporting events to come along. Olympics is another one I know about as well. obviously Euros and things like that, Cricket World Cup, snooker, darts. The gambling opportunities are massive now, and it's in the fabric of everyday life. As I say, I mean, you look for the whole of a football season, calendar football season, and it's hard, and it comes up to Monday, and people instead of talking about the match you just been, how did your accumulator go and all that lot, and that's where the normalisation gone. Hi Ruth, nice to talk to you, and nice for you to join us, and a fellow Rams fan. How do I feel about our football team sponsored by an online gambling company? It is what it is. I've got to remember it's my problem. I can't help the situation. It's not illegal to do. Uh, I would like to see advertising after 9 p.m. and things like that. It's like I say, it's my problem. I'm comforted by the fact that under 18s can't wear the shirt, and obviously they can't gamble. What I'm more bothered about is like the free bets that come with it, like the £10 free. I mean, I noticed a tweet that Derby County put out and the actual casino put out. Uh, Sign up because you're a Derby fan, you get £10 free. And I'm more concerned about that kind of advertising, if you know what I mean, like the free bets or if somebody loses or whatever and things like that. I don't really like that kind of particular encouragement, but they're legal to gamble, they're legal to do the adverts and things like that. I do think adverts after 9 p.m. should be a core and not during live events, but like I say, it is my problem and I have to deal with it, unfortunately. Um, that's for me, that's my own personal view on that. Uh, they are a necessary thing now. I mean, like I say, it is normalised, they're allowed to do what they're doing, if you know what I mean. So, I mean, like I say, you see people with the advertising now, and I'm getting more encouraged with the fact that there's a bit more about the gambling addictions and stuff like that on there as well. And it's like the fun stops, and you see the armlets on the football league teams and all that like they're getting bigger, and it's had more bit more awareness now as well. Uh, Hi Mark, yeah, totally agree. Sporting bets are normalised always done as a way to showcase knowledge. Yeah, young men, like I say, it's not a lot more young people are involved in the. More and more people are getting problems while they're younger as well. That's why I believe education is important. Going into schools and play and other theatres of education. Probably need like I say, gambling addicts going in, tell the story and what you've done and all that lot. We see the dangers of drugs, alcohol, cigarettes. We all got taught that at school, STIs and stuff like that. Nothing with gambling at all. And I think that would help immensely. People sharing the stories and stuff and all that lot. I mean, it's seeing gaming addiction coming out now. I watched a very good interview earlier regarding gaming addiction on Sky News, and they brought up the same kind of thing. It's the silent addiction, and I can only concur with that, if you know what I mean. Hi Remy, that's hardest for me. Horses and advert is bloody ascot next, but I have no urge to gamble after 2 months. Brilliant, well done Romeo. 2 months gamble free, that's amazing. And imagine you could never have thought that you'd gone that far that long before, would you? Uh, Thank you DK, really appreciate that. I love doing them and they help me just as much as help others as well. If there's anyone from the industry or any academics out there, feel free to get involved in the comments. No one's trying to bite each other's head off. As I say, I'm fair game for my comments and stuff and all that lot. Um, Trolls get ignored, as you've seen I've had the last couple of times previously. I just got to get on with life, really. As I say, I like to say I love talking to everybody. Everyone helps me. It helps me to help others as well. And as long as I can continue sharing my story, I feel grateful for it and feel happy for it. So feel free to ask away all of that. As I say, Romeo, I do think you probably see a bit of more of a sea change with regards to advertising and like the gambling companies as well. I'm hoping they'll get a bit more responsible for what they do as well. Um, I don't think they're perfect. I think they know that as well with regards to problem gambling and things like that. Hopefully, there'll be more measures in place over the coming months and years. Um, I'm here to start a debate. I'm quite happy to talk to as many people as I can, share my own experiences, what I believe, and can consult and help others as well. Um, like I say, it's what it is. Gambling is normalised in this country, and it's a massive industry. Like I say, 19 billion in profits last year. It's crazy amount of money. I'd just like probably see a bit more going back into the help and the education side of things, so to speak. But as I say, it is imperative to say this. I'm not blaming anybody else but myself for what I've done. I did what I did. I put my wife, my family and friends through a lot of stress, if you know what I mean. Hi Snugs, hope you're doing Mark. Hello Snugs. Hope she's fine and stuff and all like that. I don't get, like I say, people's, as Mark says there, I don't know, I'm not sure if that's your partner or something like that, and I hope they can understand a bit more about what this addiction can entail. You've got to remember who the real victims are. It's the person you stole from, it's your family, it's your friends, and stuff like that. I'm not the victim of gambling. They are. They're the victim of my gambling, and they help me as well become more trustworthy in society. Because the biggest thing the biggest thing you lose is the trust. It's not the money. The money takes care of itself once you stop. It's all about rebuilding those relationships and trust and stuff like that. Some may go by the wayside, but as long as you're honest with yourself and things like that, things do improve. It is an initial shock for somebody who probably what you've hidden, like I say, it's a silent addiction. If you've hidden it away for so long and for so many years and months and years and stuff like that, and then all of a sudden you just go whoosh, I've done this, and all of a sudden you've invited somebody else onto it as well. Hi Stephen, love the vids and the truth how you change your life and they help you over to people struggling with this horrible addiction. Thank you Stephen, I really appreciate that. All in all, like I say, I only started with one vlog which was my own story, but now I've come after 2 years and it's lovely to talk and network with as many people as I can, and I really appreciate the comments there Stephen. It helps me to carry on doing these kind of things, if you know what I mean. So I really do appreciate it. Thank you very much, and hopefully you can continue viewing, and it's inspiring to know it helps others as well. And like I say, I'm humble, I'm honest. All I can do is share how I feel and what my views are. People might not agree with me the way I go about things, so be it. I am fair game. I always listen. I've learned to listen to learn. It's one of the biggest things I took out of going to GA meetings and things like that. I had to learn to be a different person because I was quite nasty. I was quite argumentative with people, but now I respect people's opinions, even if I believe they're wrong. We'll agree to disagree. I'm not going to go down the route of calling people names or being nasty to people. My door's always open to people. As I say, this ain't a full-time job for me. I work a normal full-time job, do 3 shifts and things like that. I just do all this around in my spare time and always listen and talk to as many people as I can. I mean, I talk to a lot of people on Twitter. My Twitter's BaronMad79, and I always try to just carry on. Hi Gav, you're struggling big time at the moment. Not sure where to go, pal. If you're based in England or Britain or something like that, you can go to Gamblers. Have you ever tried Gamblers Anonymous? There's also GamCare as well. I'd go on the Gamblers Anonymous website and take the 20 questions, do the yes/no answers, Scott. Obviously, I've just put my Twitter out there as well. You can feel free to private message me if you don't want to blurt it all out on here. That's fine. Sheffield, yeah, there's plenty of good Sheffield meetings, and I know 1 or 2 very good characters in GA who go to their meetings. There's, I think, a Saturday morning meeting, but I'm sure there's three or 4 meetings on there. If you just go on the GA website and type your postcode in, and what will happen is they'll actually bring up the nearest meetings closest to you, and there's some. And I would advise try and get to as many GA meetings as possible because everybody in GA are the same in there. We're all struggling. We're all in recovery. Everyone will know what you're going through. You're not alone. I'm the same, if you know what I mean, Gav. So I would advise trying to go there. Does anybody else know about your problem at all? How you feel and stuff like that? What worked for me eventually, I had to tell my wife everything. And yeah, reaction might not have been great, but being honest helps a hell of a lot. And it's about breaking that ice and going that full whack and showing people and telling people and being honest, because at the end of the day, the money side of things will work out. Once okay, it's all a secret, Gav. Okay. Um, what I would do, like you say, you've reached out to me now. I would strongly recommend getting to a GA meeting, and you'll probably hear similar advice to what I say and things like that. Don't have to talk. There's no pressure at all going into these meetings. You could just listen as much as you can, absorb it. Always the thing as well with the GA meetings. The first one you go to, yeah, it's great and brilliant stuff. It's about keeping going back because the meetings make it. It's like your medicine each week. Getting them barriers in place. I mean, obviously with online stuff, there's Gamblock and Gamban app and things like that, which are fantastic little blockers to stop you gambling online. Obviously, there's GamStop as well, which helps centrally exclude from like casinos, gaming industry things, and stuff like that. There's also self-exclusion, another amazing tool as well. There's also Starling Bank and Munzo for bank accounts, where they're trying to develop stuff to block gambling transactions on there as well. There is plenty of help out there for you. GamCare do one-to-one sessions, which I know quite a lot of people have gone through. I think they're fantastic as well. Obviously, personally, I never went through that. Also, and like I say, I'm here to talk as well on my Twitter at Baramad79. I'll get back to every single person as much as I can. Like you say, as Romeo says, Gav, quicker you do it, quicker you take control back of your life. And it does. You can take control back of your life. You've got to take things one day at a time. Don't target yourself into anything. Don't don't pressure yourself into any targets. Just keep it going. Just you have to go one day at a time. Even if you have to break the day down into like a couple of hours at a time, hour at a time. Get someone to help look after your money. I talk about the triangle: time, money, and opportunity. Breaking one of them links, and you're not going to gamble. All three come together, and you will gamble. So it's imperative you break them links. As I say, the money and opportunity ones are the easier one. Well, I'm not going to say easy; it's probably the wrong word, but they're the better ones to like target, so you can stop yourself from gambling. The time bit's harder because you're trying to replace what you were doing for so long, for years and years and years, or whatever, or months and months, and you got to replace it with something else. And obviously, family life takes over for me. I do a lot of running, work hard, and things like that. I just try and take my mind off it, if you know what I mean. I was like gambling pretty much all day, every day, pretty barring work, living and breathing it. So I had to change the way it was, to change my lifestyle. I had to totally change everything about me. And it is difficult, and you might think it's hopeless at the minute, and you think, no way, I cannot do this. But just take it one day at a time. Hi, Peter Piper. I think the gambling companies will fight tooth and nail to keep the profits high. Yeah, I'm not surprised they will do. I don't imagine. Their first line of defence when the limits were being introduced, jobs with us. Thank you very much, Peter. Yeah, I do think it'll probably push online more now with the limits in place, and we'll see what happens there. I look into it. Thank you very much, Gav. Really appreciate that. You're not alone, mate. You're not alone. I promise you this. I really promise you this. Thank you for applaud, Peter Piper. I really appreciate it. And nice to see some new names on here today. It's fantastic. Everyone interacts as always as well. As you say, Romeo, things can only get better day at a time. The further away it gets, the better life gets. And like you say, money goes down. If you've got no debt, that's great already. I still carry debt to this day, but it is what it is. I'm paying it off monthly, and I feel great for it. I feel happy that I do these videos and they inspire others to try and stop or try and seek help even. I'm not like a one size fits all person. There's many different ways to get help, many different ways, different barriers. I'm still learning now. Other people I talk to, and it's fantastic. If there's anyone from the industry, feel free to pipe up and have a chat as well. It'd be great. Online, yeah. As I say, Gav, with mine was mainly online. As I say, Gamblock, Gamban app are brilliant apps. You pay like a small fee. and you can block permanently all those things. You can block them on your phone and block it on your laptop or PC or whatever. Um, Best to get them in place. It's worth spending a few quid on something like that instead of spending a few hundred gambling away online. As I say, I've heard of people's streams and people struggling, and there's not really no checks or balances online, and it's just crazy amounts of gambling, really. But there is help, there is hope out there, Gav, and I hope that now you've reached out and now you've probably found out there is different places to go and get help, that you may be able to find it, and it'll be fantastic that you might be able to. Yeah, I'm gonna keep going for about the next 5-10 minutes, and then I'll start thinking about having a cup of tea, then getting ready for work, as I am. I'm on nights tonight until Friday night, so they are a necessary evil. It is hard work going doing nights, but it is what it is. You do what you have to do to pay the bills and have the roof, have a, have the roof over your head and stuff and all that lot. Um, as I say, I'm been running. That keeps me very active and keeps my mind going. And like I say, I'm just in good nick. I'm over 11 years clean. Uh, it's fantastic. I would never have said that when I stopped gambling. There's like she else. Oh, brilliant. Hi, Peter, your daughter has an addiction. It's amazing for all the family. She, like you, Andy, is finally realising there is so much more to life. And there is. Like you, she runs marathons. This has helped her a lot. Yeah, running really helps me, and it's like a bit of addiction in itself for me, but in a good way. Hi, Andy. Hope all is well. Night shift. Rather than you and me. Thanks, Scott. Yeah, pain in the arse, mate. Hi, Dan. Nice to see you on here, mate. Hope you're doing well. Dan's part of Better Futures, and he has advice and help on his site as well. That's another good place to go and have a look as well, guys. You can also, like you say, use parental controls like BT filters. So I hope you're doing well, Dan. It'd be nice to see you again soon. We met at the Gamble Aware conference in December. Another top bloke, really good bloke, and he's on Twitter as well. So Better Futures, go and have a look there. Romeo's mate, the amount of things I gave up, but since I've given up, I'm glad to have the value of money back. Yeah, you want to see me now? I value it so much; it's unbelievable now. Like I say, I'm not one of these who penny pinchers or counts to every pound, but like I say, I know the value of it so much better now. Don't stop me having a few pints in town and stuff like that. Lot then realise I paid probably £5 a pint for something by accident, but if I can afford it and I treat myself, then why not? Why not? I appreciate having life back with no gambling, and it's fantastic, absolutely fantastic, and I really enjoy it. I am looking to carry on doing probably midweek ones now. Obviously, I can't do next week because I'm on afternoons, which is a pain in the backside. As you say, Peter, I wish you well, Gav. It is possible to get rid of this burden. As you say, Gav, you're not alone. And if you join in on Sundays at 9 o'clock on here, which I do another live vlog weekly, it is fantastic as well. There'll be a lot more people probably talking on here because this one's a bit of an impromptu one. This is, but every Sunday I'm here live at 9 p.m. So feel free to join in again, and it is fantastic to be on here, and it is great. Hi, Romeo. Take care, mate. Yeah, you too. I'm going to keep going for a couple more minutes, so if anybody else has got any more questions and stuff, that'll be great. That's one thing that got me with gambling. Would think nothing to spending 50 quid in premiership, won't spend a penny on necessities. Quite right. I know people who do that. I mean, used to like buy the cheapest of everything and stuff like that, but make sure my gambling money, which was all of it basically, I never delved into that, so to speak. You have to still be able to spend some money. Life is there to be lived, and if you're spending it on good things, it will help distract you in a good way. Couldn't agree more, Dan. Couldn't agree more, mate. Exactly right. You're exactly right. It is fantastic. Yeah, can't agree more. As you say, it was like when you're gambling, you try and like question it, question how expensive, if you know what I mean, and it is if, what things are and stuff like that. So, but once you stop gambling, then you treat yourself a bit more and like realise the value of money is there. Uh, I'm forever like I love my clothes shopping. I'm forever buying skinnies and paisley shirts and things like that. I do get stick for my dress sense and stuff like that, but I'm 38 going on 21, so why not? I don't care, be honest. So yeah, if anybody's got any more questions or wants to talk in the comments, feel free. It's been nice, this one has. It's been a bit the busiest midweek one this has so far, which is good. Obviously, I'm more around on Sunday at 9 p.m, which is a deliberate time for me to do that because I know majority of people are probably at home and ready for the working week ahead, so to speak. So, like I say, we've gone on about 25 minutes now. The comments have calmed down a bit. So, I am going to cut it here now, guys. So, thanks for joining in on this midweek version. Really appreciate it. And it brilliant, and I probably will be doing more midweek live ones as well. So my name's Andy and I'm a compulsive gambler. Oh, okay, one more quick one. Jo FIFA. Yeah, exactly right, mate. Yeah, turning £10 into 20 and I'm also £100. Yeah, totally great, mate. Yeah, totally agree with that, mate. Joey, I can totally relate. I always think totally turn it into 1 to 10 into 15, and before you know it, you're down, 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 and down. Sorry, a bit late today. I'm just about to close up shop now for today, so I will be back on Sunday at 9 p.m. If you want to get hold of me on Twitter, it is BaronMad79. Always available on there. Privately DM me. You're not alone, guys. My name's Andy, and I'm a compulsive gambler. Last bet, 14th of April 2007. Thank you, guys. Take care.